Okay, so here we are, part two, because there were some conversations that happened off camera that always happens that I think is part of the aging process. And how it came up is that I was saying, why don't we share some things that we learned that are new? And one of them was this podcast by Mel Robbins that I had shared with Judy, that was shared with me by my friend Valesra Earl, but was shared to her by her daughter, generations, right? And it was called Let Them. And again, how to use the Let Them theory. And it was a conversation between Jay Shetty and Mel Robbins.
Who was a female, by the way.
Yes. And I listened to it and then I sent it to her. Now it's funny because again, everybody's their own brand, and she took away a different takeaway that I did from it, but we both learned from it.
Very powerful.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you. I love what you said about I didn't really take it that way, but I like that. And so Let Them for you did what?
It was a nice combination: attitude adjustment and reinforcement. The Let Them theory is just to go ahead and let people be them.
To them.
Mm-hmm. Meaning that there's always going to be someone who's going to criticize what you do, whether it's what you wear, how you sound, whatever. You just going to let them be them. Almost like bless them. You just go ahead and do you. Don't let it impact you to the way where it stops you from doing what's authentically real for you because you're too worried about criticism from other people. So I already kind of had that philosophy, but hearing her say that just helped the reinforcement. So now when someone says something or someone you're worried about something, I said, just let them. It's like, let them go.
And so you said that was equivalent to your FU?
Yes, it was.
Okay. See, I didn't quite take it that way. I just needed her to break that down. She's like, let them. F you. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
almost
quite
like
see it as that.
Yeah. How did you see it?
Well, it was interesting. A couple of things I saw was that even at their level, they were still worried about how they were perceived. Mm-hmm. And in this podcast, she talks about, even as an adult, right? We're not talking about some kid, some college person, some high school person looking at social media. As an adult who's extremely successful, she has about 800 drafts in her phone on videos that she was trying to edit but never quite got there because she was over analyzing her own self.
Who does that sound like?
That sound like me. Look, that's why that part resonated with me. Because you're trying to send out the right perception. And because I've always dealt with perception with artists, making sure that their brand was correct, making sure that the perception that we sent out into the world was the way they wanted to be perceived, I'm probably overanalyzing that 100% of the time.
Totally.
That's why I was good in that business, because I was that girl prior to getting into the business. So the business just probably expounded it, right? Just blew my brain.
Reinforced you.
Yeah, just took the lid off the top. But what I loved about this is that, one, I found that it wasn't just me, because a lot of times when you're doing things, you're thinking it's just you. Right. And here is a person who's 10 times more successful and still
not so successful, just more well-known.
Well known and probably more financially successful.
And there's all different ways of looking at success.
Well, in her book, she's more successful for me. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, she doesn't always give herself credit for the success that she is. That's why I'm saying that she does.
Well, see, this is we're friends. Just cut in on you.
Okay. Anyway,
so yes, it's understanding that you're not alone in your thinking, because I think even when you get older, you think you're the only one thinking that way. Whether it's being in business or something not going right, you're like, is this just me? Mm-hmm. Or are other people dealing with that? And I think that I learned that it wasn't just me with that overanalyzing of the perception.
Highly critical.
Yeah. And then I think the other thing that I learned from Let Them was, it was asked that if you just let people do what they want to do to you, because she was saying, let them be who they are, then what happens after that? And I thought, why would I just let somebody walk over me, right? Because as you guys know, my mouth has no filter, as somebody told me. Therefore, my photos have no filter. Why would I just let you walk over me? And what I love was her retort was, you don't let them walk all over them. You let them be them, and then you decide how you want to deal with them. You always have the power at the end of the day to say, is that how they are? If I let them be who they are?
That doesn't work for me, so I'm
going to get out of this.
You can still set up boundaries.
Yes. And sometimes I think I just kind of acquiesce to the person and go, oh, well, that's just who they are or whatever. But no, you don't have to be. So
You still have
those
choice
are my
in the matter
takeaways.
as you let them.
Yeah, it's
And
you have the power at the end of the day.
that doesn't mean that your feelings don't get hurt if someone says something. We're not saying you're going to be totally just insensitive about it, but you realize you don't have to let it hold you like it might have before.
Yeah, hold you hostage.
Yeah. And now, just said, you always have some choice in the matter. I express how I may feel about when they're doing them, and then we can decide: do we want to continue this relationship or this friendship or what have you? Does it need to change in some way? And sometimes you need to just speak up. I think a lot of times we don't even speak up about how what someone did impacted me.
Yeah,
Granted,
no,
you can't always.
I speak up.
Yes, we know you speak up.